We've all had a dream that felt like an hour, but really we were only asleep for a short amount of time. Dreams are like unconscious, supercharged rockets, hurtling us through the depths of our mind, distorting time, space, and physics in the process. But why is it that time perception changes when we're dreaming? So you're in the middle of a dream, you got superhuman abilities, you're on a space adventure, you're shooting the bad guys, you're saving the princess, you even won a fist fight with Ron Swanson, and you're feeling pretty good, but now you're waking up to the sounds of the bus coming to your stop. The bus doors are opening, and the bus ride only ever takes 20 minutes, so you're wondering, how did the plot line to this dream get so developed in such a short amount of time? Well, before we can really figure that out, we first need to understand what time is in general and what time perception during waking is, and possibly use that to gain some insight into dreaming time perception. According to physicists, time moving linearly into the future, the way that humans perceive time, is not a law. There's nothing in the laws of physics that prevent time from moving backward, forward, at any given speed, and it's really just the human brain that forces us to only really see it going in one direction. And that's probably a pretty good thing, because life's hard enough to organize, and if time were moving in the past while also moving into the future at the same time, it'd be pretty hard to function. Also, Einstein's theory of relativity greatly influences how we understand time as it relates to speed. An object moving faster ages slower than an object that's not moving or moving slowly. So for instance, if you were to travel the speed of light to the Andromeda Galaxy and back, you wouldn't age really at all, but Earth would have aged thousands of years. The only catch is, you can't travel the speed of light unless you have zero mass. Whoa, so wait, what if your consciousness separates from your body when you dream, and then time travels the fractal universe by going the speed of light, because your consciousness is made of spiritual energy waves and not mass? Yeah, that could be true. Or maybe the brain is just the most complex and powerful thing that we have ever discovered in the entire universe, and when it's not preoccupied with the outside world, it can just turn all that energy towards dreams. I mean, considering that a neuron can fire at 260 miles per hour, I'd say that jumping to the fractal spiritual energy thing isn't necessary to explain this particular phenomena. I mean, even with all of our current technology and understanding, we still haven't been able to crack the brain. So until we can truly grasp and understand what the brain is capable of, I'd hold back on that sort of thought process. One thing we do know about the brain is that even during the waking state, time perception can be altered. We all know that 1 hour at the DMV feels like about 5 hours watching Netflix. One such time perception effect is called the Oddball Effect, and it's when time slows down when a person encounters a predator or a mate. The interesting thing that scientists discovered about this effect was that time actually didn't slow down for the people. What actually happened was, when looking back on the memory, because it was such an arousing moment, right? They had memories just jam-packed full of information, which made it seem like it lasted longer than it actually did. Well, how can we tie this back to dreams? You know, it hasn't been researched much. It's very hard for scientists to do experiments on time perception in dreams. One creative way we can gain insight into this topic is to look at the cutting-edge research in psychedelics in neuroscience. So recently there was a study done that showed that the active component in magic mushrooms, psilocybin, makes the brain act very similarly to the brain during REM sleep. And for those of you who don't know, REM sleep is the stage of sleep where dreams occur. The study actually showed that the psychedelic state and dreaming are like brother and sister. There have also been studies done on psilocybin that show that it can affect time perception. So I'm not sure if there has been any new research done involving both of those points, but the cool thing about science is that it doesn't stop until they turn over every stone. So I'm sure that we'll be able to see some new research involving those two ideas and possibly crack the mystery of why dreams mess with time. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you have more questions about dreams, be sure to subscribe, because I'll be making more videos in the future.